What's going on, my fellow farmer brothers and sisters? Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and build a new step. Stay tuned so you can see what I'm doing. Alright, my friends, so it's actually been a little while since I was able to do a video on building another step, so I figured I had a request for a step, so I figured, you know what, do a little video on making it. So somebody asked for a step for Farmall 450. They wanted a rear mount, but of course they have the fast hitch. So I had to build a step that actually clears the fast hitch, clears the back tire that's brought all the way in, and on the double bevel, it's sitting on the bevel where it's brought the tire as far as it can be. And it's going to be, I'm mocking it up on mine, which has got the 16.9 by 38s on there. So I'll spin this around, kind of give you a little quick gist of what I cut and what I got started. And then we're going to get welding and get this thing together, and I'll run you through the process of powder coating it and finishing it off and sticking it on the tractor real quick. So let me spin this around. Alright, so here's how I'm doing for my mock-up. So just like I do for all the other steps that I make for the H's and M's and 300 and all that. So as you see on the double bevel, it's sitting all the way into the inside, so the rim is pushed all the way in, and it's all the way over on the axle shaft. So everything is pretty much as far as it's going to go, without the fact of taking the actual hubs and inverting them and bringing them in. Even if you did that, my step's still going to clear. But anyway, so that's going to be how it's set up, just like my other steps. And then I got the arms come across, and I'm not giving all my measurements, because if you want a step, you need to buy a step or figure it out yourself. I'm not going to give all my measurements away. But anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and put the gusset down, bring the arm out. I have it set at a certain degree that will clear the fast hitch, and then I think it's like a 20, I don't know, 20 something inch. I got to go look at my paper. Step up. So the step up is right about here. No different if you were to take your foot and step up on the fast hitch and then step up on the tractor. This way, you don't have to step up on your fast hitch, constantly swinging it, moving it side to side. You have a nice solid mount. So obviously I make these steps right sides, and left sides, facing the rear, left, and then right. So if you order one, you got to make sure you tell me, looking at it from the rear, do you want it on the left or do you want a right mount? But anyway, so I got all my pieces over here cut. Everything's laid out, and all I gotta do now is tack weld it and weld it together. So I got the step head right here, I got the arm right here, and then of course I got the gusset here. That will get welded on like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray all this down with some anti-splatter and start tacking this thing together and go from there. Yeah, it's a 21-inch height from the ground up, and that's with 16.9. So obviously if you have smaller tires, it pushes that step down even lower. But I have been extremely busy with work, so I haven't had a chance to really do anything else to this as far as stripping it. I did do a few things to it here and there. I mean, I got a whole bunch of loose ends tied up on this thing, so it's almost ready to its point of stripping it. I just haven't gotten to it yet. But I have worked on so many parts. The fast hitch, I got seat parts hanging up here. Over here I have a slew of parts that I have all primed and stripped and ready, that I have to get on this thing. So once I get this step done for this guy, and everything's ready to roll, I have 3 more that I'm actually making. One I'm keeping for this, actually 2 I'm keeping, so which means I'll have 1 left to sell. If anybody decides they want one. Not that I can't make more, but out of this batch, I'll have 1 left. But yeah, let's go ahead and get welding and test this thing out. So, yeah, it should be pretty nice. Alright, everything's on. Wire speed is set. Helmet on here. Shoot up. Very nice. Alright, shoot some anti on here. Yeah, if you don't want a bunch of welding slag on your stuff, definitely hit it. So far the CRC actually seems to work pretty good, so I like it. Alright, watch your eyes. And again, like I said, this is only my tack weld, so I can get my pre-fit. Mash it all together and true it up. Magnets will stop sticking, and that'd be nice. Shoot a little bit more anti-spatter on this side. Good. Pop this puppy off to the side over here. Alright, let's go ahead and get all this moved. Left side. Keep going this way. Good. Let's get that way. Shoot spray on here. It's kind of like spray paint in a way. Let me check one more thing. Yep, right there. I gotta get a little tip to it. There we go. Some. tape measure. Alright, it's all measured and good. Yeah, magnet was giving me a fit for some reason. Alright, let's get to it. Much better. Alright, let's get that inside gusset piece in. Alright, get that puppy ground down real quick, and then I can probably put that gusset on there. It's going to be hot, that's for sure. Gonna use my welding glove. Hold this puppy. Haven't had the question asked to me in a long time, but that's why I charge what I charge. Because I actually take pride in making a nice strong weld, but making the metal look like it just flows. Anyway, enough of that. Just gotta get back to it. good. That's ready to rock and roll. Now, we gotta get this one there. I found it easier. I have an easier way to do this. Obviously, I'm not saying my easy way again on the video, because it's my way. But I'm thinking, just for the video purpose, I'm not going to do it the way I normally do it. Maybe I can change this up a bit. I'll make this one the difficult one because this is more of the mock-up one. That's right on the money. One's working out absolutely perfect. Check the front angle. Wow, that looks good too. That's crazy. It's really crazy I didn't spray it. Now again, if anybody's wondering what this is, this keeps from when you weld, keeps the splatter from sticking all over the metal, and then you got to try to get all those little BBs off. So that's what this is for. But trust me, in the beginning, I spent hours trying to clean that stuff up, and it gets old real quick. Okay, well, that's good enough for now. I'll turn all this off. So tonight I don't have time to do the full final weld. So I just wanted to get this mocked up, and for me it's going to be 24 hours. For you it'll be instantaneous that I'll be back to fully weld this thing. But let's go ahead and let's move on over to the tractor and show you how it's going to work. Alright, I got to set you guys up here, and I got to go around the other side because there's not enough room now for me to get in here. Alright, so obviously I'm not stepping on it because she's only tack welded. But as you see, now it clears the fast hitch perfectly. Plenty of room to go ahead and step on up in there. And that's it. Like I said, I'll bring my foot up, kind of show. Like I said, easy peasy. Grab a hold of that, grab a hold of your seat, boom, you're up. You ain't got to step all over your fast hitch, because if you got a show tractor, you don't want all this messed up constantly stepping on it with gritty feet, rocky feet, you know, because a lot of those shows, it's a lot of gravel around there, so you don't want to go scratching everything up. And then when I do my steps in the powder coat, I do put the grip tape surface across there, so that way it doesn't grind on your paint. Alright, well that's it for tonight, and then I'm going to jump back in here, fully weld it, grind it, we're going to powder coat it, and put it on there and show you what it's like. Alright my friends, day 2. Just gotta get this thing welded up and get this thing round, sandblast it, and get ready to get it into the oven after I powder coat it. So let's get her knocked out. Time to grind her down and clean her up. Alright, that's it for the welding and the grinding. Everything came out good like usual. Nice and smooth, looks nice. Now it's time to get on the sandblaster. Alright, so here's your finished step for a fast hitch tractor. This is one of the 450. And as you see, clears the fast hitch beautifully. Has like a 21-inch height from the ground to the top of the step. And it locks right in place. The only thing you'll have to do is if you have fenders, you'll have to make bigger spacers, space your fenders up, bolt everything down, you're good to go. Let's go around the other side. And there's the back side, that's how it looks. So if you decide you want one of these steps, hit me up at 7valleysfarmalls@gmail.com and let me know what you have and what you want, and then we can figure out pricing and get you one shipped out. So thanks for watching, and until next time.